Hello, welcome to AjoTech. This channel is dedicated to teaching young programmers how to learn programming step by step from scratch. But today's lesson is focusing on Excel. I'm going to teach you something interesting about Excel functions. So what you can see is raw data. I have some final examination grading for YK Academy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can write a function to auto grade these students and also give them remarks. So we are going to use function to do this. So anytime we add a new student, automatically the student will be graded. Okay, so without much ado, let's jump straight into action. You will notice that I have some list of students. I have 12 students over here. I have quiz 1, quiz 2, and then a final score. So the total here shouldn't be more than 100. So we are going to use function to generate the total. Then based on the total, we can grade our students. Okay, remember you need to subscribe to this channel, and then don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get alerts anytime we upload new videos. So I'm going to use a function to first generate the total, and based on the total, I'll be able to grade my students. Okay, then that is good. We can jump straight into action. So to use a function, I have to use the equal to sign, and this one I want a summation. So I'll hit the sum keyword, then I'll hit the tab key, and then I can drag from. So I want a total from quiz 1 to the final, and I said it shouldn't exceed 100. So my quiz 1 is over 10, quiz 2 is over 30, and then the final is over 60. So the total should be 100. So the maximum a student can get will be what? 100. So this time I want to find the total, so I'll just drag from the quiz 1 to total. Okay, so when I hit enter, I should get a total for Kofi, that particular student. So to get it for the rest, I don't need to bother doing the same function. I can come and click on this small square button over here, drag across to the last student, and automatically you notice that I've gotten a total for the rest of my students. So how then do we get the grade? Let's assume that we want the student to get A when the student scored 90 and above. How then do we do that? We can use a function to do that. So we are going to use a if statement within Excel to do that. So I'm going to say this function is going to be a bit long, but we are going to take it step by step, and then I will explain everything what it's doing, and then we'll see how this function is going to be very effective. We are going to use the same procedure to also give a remark to our students. So let's jump straight into the action by grading our students. So I'm going to say if. So remember, you need to bring equal to sign once you are defining the function. So I'll say if. So we are using the value within this column, the total column, to generate or to grade our students. So based on your score over here, we can grade you. So you see if the total, so I'll click on that column, that's the total column. If the total over there is greater or equal to, so notice this, we want the total over here should be greater or equal to, so this time I will say 90. So if a student score 90 and above, then we can assign that student a value. So we say that student should get A, and remember the value or the grade we are going to give that student should be in what? Quotation mark. So this time around I'll say that student should get A based on your total score. So basically that's what we want, and then we have to go ahead and bring comma. We are going to use the same if again, and then we will click on the same column. So we are using our total column, so you shouldn't just click anywhere, just goes direct to the total column. So our next definition is going to be greater or equal to, equal to 80. So we are saying this time if you score 80 or above, then we are going to assign that student a value of a B. So this should also be in quotation. So you want to give that student a B. Let's go ahead and also do it for a student who scores 70 and above till we get to the last end. Maybe a student who gets less than 50, we can give that student what? F. So we can go ahead and say if the same column F4 is greater or equal to 70, we should give that student what? A C. So let's summarize. Let's say a C plus. Okay. Okay, so this should be a C plus. Then we can go ahead again. If, sorry, so we are using the same statement. So you notice this is supposed to be in what? Quotation. So I need to end it with the quotation and then comma. And if the same column is greater or equal to, so this is what they are saying. We say this time around, if it's greater or equal to 60, what should we do? We are going to assign this student a C. So remember, this is the value or the grade we are going to give the student. So this should be in quotation. Don't forget that. So the grade is going to be a C. Okay. So let's go ahead, and then our next grade will be the same column. This time around, if the student should score 50, so this one is greater or equal to 50, what are we going to give that student? So let's say we are giving that student a D. And then lastly, if the student should score, so notice that this time is less than, so if you get 50 or less, then we are going to give you F. That means you failed the exams. So we can say 50 the student should get. So you notice that there's no equal to, so it's less. So even if you get 50, you will still get what? A D. But anything short of that, let's say 49, you still will fail the exams. So let's say we are going to give a student F, meaning you failed. We've opened the bracket, or let's say we open parentheses 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we need to close it that number of times. So 1 2 3 4 5, and then what? 6. So if you hit enter, you notice that automatically we've assigned a grade to Kofi. By clicking on this square bracket or the square box and dragging it down, we automatically grade the rest of our students. Is that not nice? Remember, you need to subscribe to this channel in order to enjoy so amazing things from Agiltech. So from this, we're able to grade our students automatically. We can use the same function, the same procedure to also give them a remark. What you need to do is that where we have the A, is this time around going to be satisfactory or credits, pass, and then the rest. So what are we going to do? Let's try to use the same formula to do that for the rest of our students. Notice what is going to happen. This column has been automated, the grading column. So when we try to do any change to the records over here, let's say by mistake quiz 1 Abner had 7 instead of 5.5. When we make any change, it will automatically update the total for us and also change the grade. So let's say Abner had what? 7, and I hit enter. Notice that it has automatically updated the total column for me. Let's assume the final score to there's some modification, we do some changes, and then we try to say Abner scored 35 instead of what? Let's say Abner score 45 instead of 29. Let's see what is going to happen. When you hit enter, notice that the total has been updated and then the grading has also been updated. So this is a typical way in which you can automate students. Let's say, assuming we have another student in class and there's the student number. Notice something in the number column, you can also auto generate them, because I've created a pattern. So 1 2, if I want to add more students, I can just select the 2, click on this button, and then I can number them in that order. So let's say I want to add 2 more students to my grading score. So I can say maybe, let's say John Doe, and John Doe scored 8 in quiz 1, let's say 19 in quiz 2, and then finally in the final exam John Doe scored 49. Look at what is going on. When I hit the tab key, automatically John Doe has been graded, and then the total has been calculated, and then John Doe has been graded as well. I believe you are enjoying this lesson. Then don't forget to subscribe in order to enjoy a lot from Agiltech. I'll add my final student. Let's say Kweku, and Kweku had 9 in quiz 1, and then quiz 2 he scored 20, and then the final exam he had 55. Look at it. Is that not amazing? So you have actually automated this Excel sheet for us to be getting our grade anytime we add a student. So I'm going to write the same function this time around to give a remark based on their performance. It's basically going to be the same procedure for this. So let's say if the same procedure, I believe we are not going to use a grade column. Our record, or what we are going to use, we are basing the remark on the total score. So I need to still go with that same procedure. So I say greater or equal to, basically if you've not gotten the first way how I created my function, you just need to follow the same procedure. So greater or equal to what? 90, and then this time around we say what? This is satisfactory. I believe the spelling is right. Yeah, okay, in that order. And then I'll go ahead and see if, once again, the same column. Notice what we are doing. It's just the repeat of the first one, but this time around we are giving some remark to the performance of the student, and we are going to use 80, comma, and then this time we're going to say what? Excellent. Excellent. Sorry about this. Double click and then let's go back. We are not done yet, and you can see if the same column is greater or equal to, so we've done 80, so we are going to 70. So 70, we are giving us to, let's say very good. Let's say very what? Good. So remember, this should be in what? Quotation. So I'll go ahead and say if we are using the same column, greater or equal to, so we've done 70, so this is going to what? 60. So this is going to be 60, comma, and then we are going to say this should be what? Good. Okay, so we are saying what? Good, and then comma, then if the same column, the same. So we are going. We've done 60. We are this time around. We are going for what? 50. Okay. So that student should get 50 and then above. 50 and above. Okay. 50 and above. We are going to say what? You pass the exams. Okay. Okay. So that should be in quotation as well. And then lastly, if the student should get less than what? 50, we can say you actually failed the exam. So let's go this way. So this is basically what we want to do. This is based on the remark. So we've opened this bracket 6 times, we need to close it. 1, 2, 3, and then I think there's the last one. Let me hit enter. I notice automatically Kofi is getting very good. So at the end we get the result for the rest by clicking on the small box here, drag it down, and then you should get a remark for the rest of the students. Wow. So you notice that the highest score so far is what? Amanda, who scored 90, which is what? A, and then that's satisfactory as well. So anybody score within the range in which we assigned within our function, they automatically get their remark. So basically this is how to create automatic grading system using Excel. Remember, you need to subscribe to this channel. I have so many amazing things for you on this channel. I'm going to show you so many techniques within Excel and some presentation techniques as well. It's general, anything IT, I'm going to be there for you. Thank you so much for viewing this lesson. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and then also share this video with your friends. Bye.